Hey there, at your workplace, have you ever sat in front of your laptop, kept rewriting the same email again and again, before of the fear of what if you are going to make a mistake? So, a lot of time at our workplace, we often see that we think a lot about a lot of things. We feel that what if our manager is going to judge us? What if our colleague is going to judge us? And that is something which stops us from doing things which we are confident about. Hi, I am Surbhi. I'm a psychologist, and this is something which I see in a lot of my patients who are working at a job setup. So, today we are going to be exploring what is work anxiety, why this happens, and how can we deal with it. Let's get started. Work anxiety isn't just about meeting the deadlines. Rather, it is the persistent, constant apprehension, worry, fear which we hold inside us throughout our work. It could be maybe before reaching to your workplace. It could be during there in your workplace, or even after leaving from your workplace. So, this is what is known as workplace anxiety. Now, let's just try to explore why do we experience workplace anxiety. So, maybe let's just start by seeing an example. Suppose you have to present in front of your bosses, and your colleagues are also going to be there with you. You observe that you have prepared your PPT very nice. You have really worked hard on it. Now you go in the boardroom and you need to present the PPT, and all of a sudden you see yourself being completely blank. You don't know what to say. Even if you are saying certain things, you are fumbling. You are making mistakes. So now let's just try to understand that why this happens. Because a lot of time when the spotlight is on you, we feel that everyone is looking at us. Everyone is judging how we are looking at things. And this is what is known as spotlight effect. A very common phenomena in social psychology, which is that since now the spotlight is on you, you feel that everyone around you is judging you. Everyone around you is talking about you, and everyone is talking about you in a negative manner, which is something which provides this brain a signal that I am doing wrong, and that's why your body starts reacting in a way which is much more feeling anxious, maybe feeling much more sweaty, maybe our hands trembling, and a lot of other physiological symptoms. However, the best part is that when we talk about anxiety, anxiety is something which everyone experiences. However, it is very important for us to understand that how do we manage our anxiety. So let's just try to see some ways by which we can manage our workplace anxiety. Very first we have is be aware about it. In order to change our behavior, in order to feel less anxious, very first we need to be aware that okay, what is it which is happening because of which we are feeling anxious. So for this, what you can do is maybe just allow yourself that when you go at your workplace, just try to see that okay, what are some of the times when I feel anxious? Is it maybe when my day starts? Is it because that today I have a lot of things to do? Is that something which is making me anxious? Is it when I have to meet the deadline which is making me anxious? Is it when I leave the office which makes me anxious? That now I have left with so much of work, I don't know how am I going to complete it. So it's very important for us to be very much aware that in our day-to-day routine, especially while we are at our workplace, when do we feel anxious, and we can note it down so that we are very much aware about it. And once we are aware about it, we can do the intervention part. Okay, so just make sure that you write it down, especially if you feel that you do not have any notebook to write it down. You can just note it down in your notes on your mobile as well. Second, I have said this multiple times in my videos that it is very important that we focus much more on certain breathing exercise because it can really help us with our anxiety. So Whenever you notice that now you are very much aware that these are some of the situations when I feel anxious. So just allow yourself that maybe before entering that place, I'll just do some breathing exercise. If I feel anxious when I'm going to go and present in front of my bosses, in front of my colleagues, I am just going to do some small breathing exercise to calm myself down, to feel much more confident, and then go in to present. This 1 minute of exercise can really help your mind as well as your body. Third, reinforcement or reward is something which really plays a very important role. So next time whenever you see that you did something even though you are feeling anxious, just make sure that you reward yourself for that. It could be a high possibility that for others it could be a very simple task, but since you are struggling, so you know that how much efforts it took for you to go through the task or to actually do the task. So just make sure that even if you do a small task, but if it was overwhelming for you, just make sure that you reward yourself for doing the task. Last one we have is reframe your thoughts. So a lot of time our thought is something which plays a very important role. So suppose if I am holding a belief that last time I presented in a very bad way, so this time also I am going to present in a bad way. Now since we are thinking in this way, so we are going to feel much more underconfident, and we are feeling much more underconfident, so we are going to behave in a way that we will, a lot of time there is a high possibility that we are going to make mistakes because our thought is something which is impacting our emotion, and our emotion is impacting our behavior, and it is something which is very much related with each other. So this is something which is a part of cognitive behavior therapy. A lot of time we use it in a therapy sessions with our patients, that how these three things are very much related with each other. How we think impact how we behave impact how we feel, and vice versa. Okay, so it plays a very important role that we try to reframe our thoughts. That if today I feel that okay, so suppose we can try reframing our thought in this way, that there's a thought, automatic thought, that I am just going to do bad. Just try to reframe it with, today I am going to present, but the whole aim is to make the other person know the concept. It's not going to be that they are going to be evaluating me, it's just that they will be seeing my work, not how I present. It is very important for us to understand when to reach out for help. So if you feel that workplace anxiety is something which is impacting your health in a way that because of the overthinking part, because of the anxiety part, it is something which is impacting your productivity, also impacting your relationship, as well as impacting your physical health, it is okay to ask for help, because therapy can really help you to break this pattern of overthinking, and it can really help you to build skills to be much more confident enough. You are not alone in this. Workplace doesn't have to be a battlefield that you need to fight every day. If you like this video, and if this video really helped you in some way, please make sure to subscribe to my channel to hear more mental health tips. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.